In today's video, I'm going to explore past lives and the importance of remembering who we are. So we'll look at what is a past life, why is it so important to remember who we are past lives real, and how can the process of past life regression help us in our lives today. Hi, I'm Esther, QHHT Level 2 practitioner, and my mission is to help people take their power back and become the powerful creators that we're all meant to be. So what are past lives? Well, in a QHHT session, a past life is a story that your subconscious will tell you, a bit like a dream, that will show you life from a different angle so you can gain perspective and understand who you truly are. Dr. Brian Weiss, a famous psychiatrist and author of Many Lives, Many Masters, says, "You are not your body, you are not your brains, you are not even your mind, you are spirit. And all you need to do is reawaken to the memory, to remember." The process of past life regression allows us to remember who we are, and it allows us to heal from the past and to grow. And so in a session, the subconscious will draw on a certain aspect of a person's life and make a story out of it, so we can gain perspective, so we can heal, and so we can grow and progress in our life, so we can get unstuck. And past lives are not always in the past. It's mainly a generic term, but it often happens that the client sees a life in their own childhood, especially if there have been traumatic events, to help heal the inner child and move on past this pain. Or the client might see a life as a person of the opposite sex, and this helps us heal the masculine or feminine part of ourselves. A past life can also be seeing a life as an animal, as a plant, as a rock. There is a lesson in every story that the subconscious will tell us. Our relatives or members of our family often appear in the past life, playing different roles. So a mother might become a sister, or a father might become a teacher. And this helps us understand our relationships in our life right now. It even happens that the client might see a life through the eyes of a member of their family. I had a client who saw a life through the eyes of his father, and this helped him understand his father's behavior in this life, and it helped heal their relationship. That was very beautiful. So our souls travel through times, and souls often reincarnate in family groups, so we can play different roles in different lifetimes, and this helps us understand why we have chosen this role this time around. Sometimes we might see a life in a parallel universe, in another dimension, or we might see a life as an ET. I had a client who saw a life as a galactic traveler. He was a light being going from planet to planet and bringing his knowledge. This inspired him actually to write a novel out of it. That was really cool. So we might see past lives in many different forms of life, and this helps us understand every background, and this helps us gain perspective about our own life. Dolores Cannon says that before we even reincarnate as humans, we have been every other form of life on earth. We have been a plant, a rock, an animal, and even a human from a different background, a different religion, or a different culture. And this helps us understand our role in the world today and what we're meant to bring in this life, what purpose our life has in this life. She even says that we have lived in different dimensions, and we will continue to do so until our lessons on earth are completed, because earth is merely a school, one of many in our long education. And this brings us to the question, are past lives real? And what if I don't believe in reincarnation? Would past life regression still work? Well, past life regression is not a religion, so it doesn't require to have any faith or any belief in anything. It's just the process of your subconscious making a story so you can understand life from a different perspective. So what the most important thing is about past life regression is the message that you get, the lesson that you get from seeing this life. And also the great gift that comes with past life regression is that you get to understand the voice of your subconscious, the voice of your heart, the part of you that really wants to help you in life and succeed and help you move past your traumas. So this is a great tool, and once this connection between the heart and the brain has been established, this is a gift that the client takes with them forever. They can always return back to that voice and ask questions and get answers. So you don't need to believe in reincarnation for the process of past life regression to work. You just need to understand that your subconscious is powerful and that it has the power to heal you. You have the power to heal yourself through this technique. Dolores Cannon says, "It is our minds that make us sick, so it can heal us too." And in this way, we know that our inner beliefs shape our reality. And so if we can change our inner beliefs, we can change our reality. And this process of past life regression helps us understand life from a different angle, from a different point of view. It helps us reshape our beliefs. And in this way, we are able to reprogram ourselves. We're able to change our lives from within. And that's why QHHT and past life regression is such a transformative experience, because we get to understand and see and feel this experience with our whole body, with our whole being. Dr. Brian Weiss says, experience is stronger than belief. Once we have experiences, our mind begins to open. And so it works better for someone to have their own experience than trying to learn from somebody else's experience, because then it is imprinted in us. And in QHHT, in a session, this is exactly what we do. We help and guide the client into this state of theta brainwaves, this very dreamlike state, so they can have their own experiences and learn from their own subconscious. And that's how you take your power back, because you realize that you have all the wisdom within you and you don't have to look for an external source. And Dr. Brian Weiss says, eventually, we will understand that all this wisdom is within us. And as we learn to remember, access and practice this wisdom, we will become our own best teachers. And because the subconscious tells us a story through images, not language, and you know, as they say, an image is worth 1,000 words. And in this way, we are given so much information in a very short amount of time. And then we can process this information and integrate it. And so some of the healing will occur during the session, and some of this understanding will occur during the session. But then some of this understanding will unfold afterwards in the weeks following the session as well, because it is so much information that we are given at once that it's impossible for us to process it all at once. And this is how we can rewire our brains, change our beliefs so quickly. In one session, we can see so much progress, because all this information that is given to us can be then processed and learned and integrated into our own life. And this is how we can change so quickly. Joe Dispenza says that the process of changing requires unlearning. It requires breaking the habit of the old self and creating a new self. And that's exactly what we do in QHHT, because we are now seeing life from a different perspective. We are gaining different angles, and we are gaining all the tools that we need to move forward and to heal ourselves. And that's why it's so important to remember our past lives, because it allows us to know who we truly are. It allows us to change our beliefs. It allows us to take our power back and become the real creators of our own reality. So if you like this video, please let me know in the comments. Please give it a like and share it with your friends. Don't forget to subscribe so I can create more awesome content for you. And until next time, blessings.